Hello, boys and girls, and channel Jane. So anyways, what happened last time? Right. So, also, by the way, new thumbnail. So anyways, Izuku met Gunmar. They hit off pretty good, actually. And, well, he actually has Gunmar's eye. He got it from Angerot, the day that he whooped his ass. But anyways, right now, Izuku, after talking to Jim and them actually kind of being friends, and, just a general conversation to the gyre with Usuna thinking that Izuku is absolutely batshit crazy for talking to himself or a dead human. They arrive at Neutral Market. Izuku takes an hour's break, just carving stuff out of Usuna. Little totems and the idols. Boss, we kinda need to go. Right. Okay, the doctor one's gonna be like, yeah, honestly, he's kind of the most serious out of all of us. Yeah. By the way, the American us, what about him? He wants to be called Oppenheimer. Sure, why not? We already got Doc, Romeo, Edgar Allan Crow. What? I call him that because he's depressed. You named him after a gothic writer? Yeah. Okay, you know what? I don't care. Let's just go. Yeah, we gotta go meet the Chaldeas. Should we bring her? You already started? I got bored. You left me alone in here for an hour. Right, sorry. We should have known because we are you, boss. Yeah, also please stop calling me boss. No, it's absurdly funny to us to just see you uncomfortable. Am I that much of a masochist or a sadist? A little bit, yes. That was a rhetorical question, and I gave you a rhetorical answer. You're smarter than that. I know. Also, by the way, the glitches across the screen in the past few seconds, nothing's wrong with your device. It is just it's just intentional, Okay. So, anyways, right, they take the three Chaldea, Arg, and Usuna, to Caverns Deep, and basically just announce, hi, this person's a traitor, we're gonna have a public execution. And there was, of course, an outrage of, no, you can't do that. She is our queen, she has led us for thousands of years, hundreds of years. She has had our best interests. Alright, like when she sold off Arg. I didn't. Okay, I did do that, but I had a good reason. It was for the longevity of the Chaldea. And these three fine Chaldeas right here to some flesh bags. I know, very shocking. I hope all of you enjoyed that horrible, the gasping. So, anyways. Right. Anyways, I will give you all a chance to fight for the right to decide what happens to her. Oh, no one's okay, I thought there was going to be a few hours. Okay, yeah, okay. Right, so we are going to have a game at the Heroes Forge, one that Troll Market has never won before. But then again, Troll Market's never had a human troll hunter that lived this far into his career. Be it the record is roughly a day, give or take 12 hours. But hey, I've been a troll hunter for about a month and I've done a lot. One of the Chaldeas, two of them actually, the best, what's it called? I think it was called Pyrobliss or something. Yeah. Anyways, right, the two walk up, they sing, we'll play. Back off. What happened to you being a pacifist, Agamons? Pacifist passed through your face. Oh, good one. Thank you. So, he fights for those he cares about now. He won't fight unnecessarily, it's like a last resort type of thing. We'll fight for our queen's right to rot in a cell or something. Oh, great, because if we win, we're gonna have our execution in roughly 2 weeks. You'll have to meet with the council before you decide that. Okay, Sure, I'll invite them too. We give us a day's prep time. So, after tomorrow? After tomorrow. As they just look each other down. Is that why you had me come over, boss? Yeah. Okay. I'm ready. Oh, we are not ready yet. Okay, so we gotta relay that stuff and, like, shadow portal, you know all that stuff. Right, sorry, got a bit too ahead of myself. No, it's completely fine. I get ahead of myself too, don't worry. So, anyways, right. Like, 2 days later, they're ready, they're in the forge, music's playing in the background. Both of them come out, like, shirtless with, like, shorts on or whatever. They got war paints on their bodies, similar to Drawl's marks on his body, but different. The main Izuku's got red, while Hunter Izuku has blue. Kind of like the whole thing, you know? Hold on. You are using the power of the amulet. That must be earned. He stays. No, boss, it's fine. I can... No, you stay. You're my partner in this. Otherwise, it wouldn't necessarily be much of a fair fight, would it? For you. What do you mean? Oh, please. Arg, or Argamont as you like to call him, is just as strong, if not stronger than both of you. I'm a weak little flesh bag, but I'm pretty sure... Well, at least I'm confident I can kick both of your asses. I'd like to see that. Oh, me too. I'd love to see you try and win. Sorry, wrong music. Give us a second. We got it. Well, good luck. So, anyways, I'm gonna describe what happens. They focus mainly on, well, main Izuku, the one with the red, while Hunter Izuku tries and grab the amulet, or at least a weapon, but one of them notices and rushes towards him. He slams into Hunter Izuku, launching him onto the ground. An audible crack sounds through the arena, but he manages to roll out of the way of a big dunk, like a slam. Main Izuku, with, like, a little bit less pressure put on him, taps into that rage deep inside his core and kind of tosses the Chaldea that he was facing. He runs towards the amulet, jumping up and, well, trying to grab it, but a weapon was tossed towards his head. I mean, it didn't hit his head because, you know, tiny, but it did kind of nick him. And he didn't grab the amulet. Damn it! Give me a second! Sorry, boss. Oh, God! Oh. One of the Chaldea had pierced his, well, fragile human state. And main Izuku, he did something weird. He grabbed the weapon that was tossed towards his head and within a frame of 3 seconds ran across the entire forge. By that I mean, like, he was on one side, then he ran to the other side and slammed it into the head of the Chaldea. It crashed into the wall and kind of slumped down. And he I'd like to say backhanded, but more like upper swing on the other one, but it caught it and tossed him aside. While Hunter Izuku managed to run for his life, is essentially what I'm saying. Izuku was tossed onto an upper ledge, and that gave him enough time to grab the amulet. He could either use it or toss it to Hunter him, but Hunter needed it more. He was in a more fragile state. Izuku was only bleeding out of the head a little bit. But then an idea popped into his head. He drew attention, yelling, "Hey! Come on, I'm the one who kicked her ass in the first place. I also killed a flesh bag. Doesn't that piss you off? The flesh bag bit didn't actually, like, get to them, but Izuku's taunt about Usona did. Okay, this has to work. Please, please, please work. Calm down. In darkest night, when daylight dares to wane, and Nairden wilts, obscured, a shadow's bane. Three forces elemental thou must seek, in marshlands caverns deep and mountains peak, where worthy perish ye'll prevail in night. Honey cliffs who all glory with thy might, for the doom of Gunmar, Eclipse is mine to command. And just like that, the Eclipse armor sprouts onto Izuku. Something weird happened after a few seconds. His skin got paler and his hair got darker. Like, legitimately darker. It was red now. What the? Must have been... Izuku looks at his reflection in the Eclipse blade. It burst into flames a little bit. As he looked at his face, he saw a glimpse of red in his eyes. Probably the gray sand. Doesn't matter. Izuku quickly removed the amulet from the armor and tossed the Eclipse blade to one of them who was rolling right towards him, which made them stop in their tracks as he tossed the amulet up in the air as Hunter Izuku yelled out the proper incantation for the glory of Merle is my command. And just like that, I'm going to stop the music because this is no longer dramatic. It's going to be an absolute slaughter fest. Although, I will allow something funny to happen. One of them tried to pick up Izuku's blade, like, Bularg's blade, but it was way too heavy for them. Mainly because it did not accept that as their master. Like, it has to have a certain amount of respect for the person that's wielding it. You know? A certain amount of respect. Anyways, right. So after absolutely mollywhopping them, Izuku main Izuku gets on top of the forge and just tosses in the ball. One last time. 5-0. Yeah. They managed to stall for a little bit. So anyways, right. Izuku just, like, is having fun as Hunter and just like, hey, didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, got Gummer's eye. Oh, we finally used that. Yeah, Eclipse armor. Oh, okay, neat. How'd you know this would work? I didn't. Also, by the way, if you're wondering why both the Eclipse and Daylight sets are separate, if you remember in, I think it was Season 2. Yeah, in Season 2, when Kenjigar was possessing Arg, he summoned the Sword of Daylight, and at that time, Jim was in the Dark Lane with the Eclipse armor, and I'm pretty sure he had the Sword of Daylight on him. I'm not sure. Or, not Sword of Daylight, the Eclipse Blade. So, I'm gonna consider them like two separate sets, you know? Right, so anyways, without more explanation, it was a fun match. Izuku's partying, and lo and behold, there's a little announcement. Hello, you lovely creepy ghoulies! We have an announcement, a special, final, closing match with our dearest troll hunter, without any armor, sent in with a baguette, against two notorious horrible flesh bags, the Powchuck and Pepperjack! Wait, what? We were trying to keep it a surprise. When did this... What? Remember when we asked you to go to school because, like, you forget the schedule? No, you... What? Well, remember our birthday being absolutely horrible? We're gonna record this and play it every time we feel down. I don't say this often. I really love myself. You should really say that more. We are very self-deprecating. Yep, it's self-loathing. Thank you. Thank you, Hunter. Izuku hugs him. Hey, everyone pitched in. We had to keep it a secret from you after all, and everyone in Neutral Market agreed too, so go in there with that baguette and have your fun. Consider this a late birthday gift from us to you. But you guys are me. What should I get you then? You're ensuring the safety of trollkind. That's all we can ask. I'm gonna try and make Katsura for all of you. It's gonna be expensive as hell. We'll find a way. Next supply run, I'm gonna steal pork. Okay, boss. Thank you. As he's actually like crying tears of joy because he is fighting two notorious racists. They are the equivalent to the Triple K's, people. Like, they started a racist movement that actually boosted quirk discrimination against people with like visible mutations. And they, after they found out about changelings, there were a lot of witch hunts, like Salem witch trials. They only managed to get one actual troll, and that was because he was, well, you know, a cocky son of a, you know what, granite whore. So anyways, after that son of a granite whore was found out, he wasn't even transformed or anything. He was just walking around. He probably drunk out of his ass off of whatever Glug gave him. Oh, by the way, Glug's there. Glug hands him like a special drink, like, have fun, trollhunter. Yuzuku essentially just like swigged back the entire thing and walked into it. Right now we're gonna have a cage match as these flashbacks can't be trusted to not fall off of the sides. And it will be incredible. Now, flashbacks, so you were given the option 2v1 or 1v2. Which will you choose?
Butt snacks. We came here to check in on the troll hunter because A1 she talked a lot about you, and oh god, you are ripped.
Thanks. So, anyways, will those be your last words, or
last words?
Right, this will be a fight to the death. They were provided weapons of their choice. And our troll hunter is armed with a day-old baguette. Very hard. Yup. And with this baguette, I will win this fight. Izuku actually waved the baguette to the crowd as the forge just spewed out flames that solidified into like a steel cage. Anyways, so you two have to choose.
Can we see the other guy, please?
As they see a gnome.
So.
A gnome with a shank.
Pepperjack, I see death in the little one's eyes.
Oh, okay. Well, I see nothing but blind rage and hate in the big one's eyes.
What 1v2, please.
Okay, they decide to bitch out. Too bad. Anyways, right, so these two gay lovers who ran away from Arcadia after starting a racist movement against trolls, blue people, and, of course, people who are different.
Whoa, what?
Oh. Did you not intend?
No, we didn't intend for that. Also, gay? I did make it a lot of such things, bud.
Oh, it was on your Wikipedia page.
Wait, what the
Can we see it? No. So, anyways, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by these two pieces of human garbage. Sorry, that's an insult to humans and garbage. Right, these two will be fighting our dearest troll hunter, armed with a baguette, while they're armed with a bat,
the creep stick,
and throwing stars. This is nowhere close to being a fair fight for them. Anyways, I hope all of you enjoy. This is being broadcasted to all of Neutral Market.
We aren't gonna fight a kid. We're like real old. Like, we're in our 40s and 50s and stuff.
You look great for that.
Well, that's because of upgrading technology making us age slower.
Yeah, you look roughly in your, I'd like to say, early, mid-30s.
Actually, thank you. I've been doing some exercise.
Yeah, me too. Gravity on, like, in space did wonders for my height and self-esteem.
Yeah, Eli, you are handsome.
Thanks. You know, you aren't, like, necessarily helping with the gay allegations.
Hey, it is fine for me to comment another man on his physique.
Yeah, but let's be honest, your Wikipedia page, you two spent a lot of time alone together. Lots of time.
Shut the fuck up.
Ooh, profanities, there it is. So, can we get this show on the road or what? Right. So anyways, we are going to be playing the music of these two people.
Really?
Yeah, really?
Not cool, Spud Tag.
It's so fitting for you two idiots. Oh my god.
Let's get this show on the road already. Honestly, I don't even feel bad anymore.
I'm gonna enjoy this a lot more than I should. Who cares? I'm gonna have fun. Anyways, that's gonna leave it off, everyone. I hope all of you enjoyed. Also, sorry about the new thumbnails glitching. There's literally nothing I can do about it. So sorry. So, anyways, right. Bye. Hope you enjoyed. Also, by the way, if you're wondering why the entire racist, like, Eli and Palchuk being racists are, blame that on my friends. We play occasional D&D thing where we just pop into, like, shows, and we did Troll Hunters one time. Him, Eli, and Steve started, like, an entire racist group with, like, they were against blue people and trolls, which is where the Sprigga and Zigga thing came from. It got to the point where I couldn't stop laughing every time, like, it was brought up because it was so stupid. It was so stupid. Anyways, bye.